Hello, today is 27th of Ramadan. Oh my goodness, I did not pick up the camera earlier because why? I was cramping so bad. That's why I did not want to pick up the camera. So it's actually going to rain today because it's so windy outside. Oh my god, even though I don't like rainy season, but yeah, it's so exciting because it has been so hot lately. Oh my goodness. Well, let me just say we are cooking masa again today, and yeah, the granite soup, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe. And what again? Then kununjada, I think. Then maybe some puff or akara, I am not sure, but I'll update you later. You will see what I'm going to make today. Not only me, because I am not me today. Even though yeah, the cramping has stopped, like relieved a little bit, but I'm still feeling it. I just like ate my breakfast like 1 hour ago. Let me show you a little bit of that. I made some naan bread together with mint tea. So yeah, that's everything. Come along with me, enjoy today's video. I hope you'll enjoy watching. So I started out by blending my peanuts to make the peanut butter, to make the peanut milk. You can also dilute a peanut butter to make this. I added my washed rice to it, normal rice. I washed my rice. To check this full recipe, I did not film everything about this particular recipe. You can check my previous video that I posted yesterday to see the full recipe. I wash this kind of rice and add it to the peanut milk and cook it, and later add in some turmeric juice. So now I'm going to wash this rice for the masa. I also parboil some of it and mix everything together. After washing the rice, then I'll add it to the blender. I'll also add in the parboiled one, the one that I parboiled that I show you in the pot. I'll add it to the blender, add water, just a little bit of water. Then I'll add some fermented milk. You can also skip the milk part, it's optional, but the way people from my particular state where I'm from make this, that's Bauchi, they add milk to there. So there are different kind of recipe for this masa. You can choose not to add milk, and you can also add the milk. So I added the parboiled rice to it. Then I'll take it to where I'm going to blend it. I add in my fermented milk. You can also add coconut milk or normal cow's milk, or if you are going to take it as a dessert without eating it with the soup, you can just add low fat milk or whole milk. I added yeast to it, so if you don't want to add the milk, you can just skip it and add the yeast and just blend it. Some people eat it as a dessert single like this, and some eat it with the peanut soup. If you are vegetarian, you can also not add the meat and just cook the peanut soup like that and just take it. So I added the blended mix in a bowl and cover it and allow it to rise. I kept it aside and I moved to doing something else. Then I blend my pepper mix, tomatoes, scotch bonnet, and bell peppers. And I also added some onions that I forgot to show it in the video. I will add water, blend it. I also blend my peeled peanut. You can also use peanut butter for this. Also, plain peanut butter for this soup. I blended my peanut coarsely. Then I added my blended mix into the pressure pot. I also added my blended my crushed peanuts that I crushed in a blender. I also add in my meat. This is a bones and cow bones. Yeah, I think that's what you call it. Bones. Added water to the right consistency. I also added in my spices and added my seasonings and added my I also added my palm oil, that's red oil. I added in. You can also skip it. Palm oil is also optional. Some people add it and some people don't. Some people just add a little bit of vegetable oil. I cover it and allow it to cook for some minutes. Then I check on my masa mix. It has started to rise already. Then I went back to check on my peanut milk, peanut soup. Sorry, is cooking there. I checked on it and it is not done, so I cover it again and allow it to continue cooking. I boiled the tamarind. I extract the juice. I added it to my peanut milk that I'm going to make the going to get out with. Then we move to slicing onions. Inside the masa mix, you slice some onions, but it's also optional. If you don't want it, you can skip this part. We slice some onions into it, mix everything, and she discovered that the mix was too thick, so she added more water to it. I also forgot to mention when I was blending this mix, I also added baking powder to remove all the sour tastes of the paste because it was soaked overnight. The rice was soaked overnight. I also forgot to mention the rice was soaked overnight so that it will ferment because it's more tasty if it ferments. So it ferments and wash it. I wash it, then I added it to the blender. I also added baking powder when I added yeast and milk and everything. Then she will add it to the pan for it to fry. Then I moved to slicing my vegetable. This is spinach. I'll slice in my vegetables, so desirable sizes. After slicing my spinach, I also sliced my spring onions. This is just, I wash it already, so I slice it also. Then I went to check on my peanut soup. It is done, so I transfer it into a smaller pot. Mix everything again, pack all the meat, add it to the smaller pot. Then I also add in my sliced spinach to it. I later, after it cooks for 2 minutes, then I also add in my spring onions and off the fire and allow it. I do not cover the pot so that the vegetables will not overcook. And yes, I forgot to mention that I wash the spinach before slicing it. I wash it with vinegar. I soak it with vinegar. I wash it, then I slice it. Also with the spring onions. I will stir everything after I add it to the soup. I also add my sliced onions. And this is the last batch of the masa. She turn it, see how, until both sides is golden brown. That's when you discover whether it's done or not. Then she added everything to the food flags. I went to check. I watched some Jabsir. Then I eat my dinner. You see two separate plates. One I serve it with sugar and the other one with the soup. So the one with sugar, you can eat it like that, just like this. You can also eat it with chili flakes that is mixed with seasonings. I eat it like this as a dessert. You can also eat it like this as a dessert. You can see the inside is cooked well. Then I eat it. We dip it inside sugar or eat it with maple syrup or honey. Then though I ate the other one, the other plate, the one that I served with the soup. You can also eat this with pepper soup, cowtail pepper soup or offal pepper soup or anything. You can check my previous video for the offal's pepper soup. You eat it together with the soup. As I show you, see my long mouth. And that's everything. Oh my god, that's everything for today's vlog. If you enjoy watching, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye. You never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to